Sal, what are you doing?
I'm getting ready. We're started. We're live, baby.
I thought we were on all this time.
Nope.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I forgot to hit play.
Oh.
So they missed out on like
A 20
20 minutes
Yeah,
of-
I know.
of
But no, it's
greatness.
on. It's on now.
You're wrong. Good old Larry.
Where is it? Where's the thing?
What thing?
Oh, okay, good. You don't have it on your chain.
I don't got it on my chain this time. I learned from last time.
Uh-huh.
Show me the pan. Can y'all see me? I can't see y'all, but I know you watching. What's up, man?
Well, we've been off the air
For some time
once. We missed one
last week.
We missed one.
We almost didn't miss
Episode.
it. Remember, matter of fact, before we even get into that, welcome back, y'all. It's good to see you, man. It's been too long, almost a month. I missed out on this guy, man. He's like my brother mixed with my uncle mixed with my great granddad, all rolled into one. But so if this is your first time watching the F&F show, I'm Foster.
Feinstein.
And we usually do this every week. We missed 1 week since we started. I think we're on week 15 now.
Oh God, no. Oh man, I don't. No, I think.
16?
No, I think 14.
No, I think we missed 14, so we're on 15. Something, whatever. I'll check. We'll check. With
We'll get back to you. It doesn't.
It doesn't matter.
It'll be on when you go to this show.
Exactly.
The correct number will be there for you.
And do us a favor, if this is your first time watching, go back and watch all the other ones as well to catch up on what you've missed out on. We've touched all subjects, far and broad, and in between. So now that we got the introduction out the way, how you doing?
I'm pretty good. I'm good, man. And it's really funny that you've been back. When did you get? Tuesday.
Yeah, almost a week coming back.
Right?
Yeah.
And we talked and we did did the podcast show piece, but this is which is so bizarre that we're actually having the first really kind of conversation between the two of us on camera,
Exactly.
which is it's a little strange,
It's a little strange.
but it's okay. So we have a lot to catch up on, including the fact that you have a different face.
I have a totally different face. For all you viewers out there who loved my beard, I cut it off. There's a small little backstory of the reason that I cut it off. Had something to do with my business, something to do with the bet that I made.
Oh, really? I didn't. You didn't tell me that. You told me about. Oh, my skin was having trouble in Chicago or California, and
And that also is true as well. I was having a lot of.
What was the bet you
a lot-
made?
a lot of
What'd you
beard
do?
Damage. So I started my company a year ago. Now, today,
Focused energy.
Focused Energy.
Okay.
Which is, you see.
No socks. What's that?
Focused.
Oh.
I got a custom made, baby. Custom made socks hat.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm one of you guys. One of the sides. South Side. You see the New Jersey South Side? They got a South Side jersey that they're going to be playing with, the alternate jersey. The socks is really, really dope. I'm going to get one. But I made a bet with myself that in the year that I started my business, I was going to help 100 people start their own businesses from scratch. And then if I didn't do that, which comes out to helping about 8 people per month, 8.3 people per month in the year span, and I failed miserably. I only helped 33 people start a business in that year. And so I said, what am I going to bet myself? I said, if I can't get the 100 people, I'm going to shave my beard off. So my next milestone is year 2. I wrote myself $1 million check. Is that by year 2 in my business, I should be able to write $1 million check and be able to fund it. But I'm not going to tell you what I bet myself for that.
I hope it's like something a little bit more potent than.
Oh, yeah.
Let me shave my beard.
It might be go live in a fucking shack for a year or something.
No. All right. You can. Well, maybe you won't have to tell me because the check will be good.
100%. 100%.
Uh-huh.
So, we really didn't miss out. Remember, we tried to record last week.
Yeah, we did, and it's in a way it's kind of a lesson. I don't think it would work electronically. I mean, it could work technically,
Right.
but do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it ain't this, it ain't F and F, baby.
That's 100%. And I think-
Seriously, really,
I think
really.
That's the reason it didn't go as smooth as it could have. Is because of that.
I didn't
as
like it.
authentic.
I can't, first of all, I can't do I can't do any of my over-the-top reactions.
Then security
And
made me
that-
put a mask on, like mid conversation. It was all over the place.
But anyway, oh crap, I didn't look what time when we started. You don't remember the time when we started? Let's see.
This might be a long one. 'Cause you gotta catch up.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, okay, I picked the time when we started. So, the last show that we did was really about your going away, and and remember we made the joke about a road trip, which is ridiculous when you're on an island,
Right.
but you were making a road trip first to California,
Yeah, L.A.
to the LA area, for family,
Yep. For the fam bam.
baby mama's fam.
Yep.
The Musa man's fam,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
And then you were going to take a fabulous train ride.
Supposedly.
Well, we're
fabulous.
going to get, all right. And then Chicago for, I don't know, maybe what, 5 days or
I was there about a week. Yeah.
about a week? And then you flew back to LA.
Yep.
But I didn't understand because when I wrote you a note, so you flew to LA, you're going to be home, whatever. It's like, we spent the night in San Francisco. It's like, how LA to San Francisco,
Yeah.
back here.
Yep.
So let's go back to, so you flew to LA, right?
And LA, yep. And then we saw some more of her family that she didn't get to see when we were there the first time. And then there's a chunk of her family as well that lives in San Francisco. So we flew there just to stay there for another couple days.
That on the way, on this second leg. Okay. So, but anyhow, and I did see some Instagram videos that you took.
Trip.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So we'll have to figure out how I.
Took all of my 50,000 followers with me. 55,000 followers with me.
Yeah. Well, I'm not one of them because I can't get it. Well, I got.
You saw some stuff.
I saw some, but I
see you finally figured out how to follow me on Instagram.
I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then I don't even know when you're on. We'll have to. Later.
There's a learning curve to that,
Yeah.
Instagram came around when you probably were in your mid 200s.
I'm very sensitive about my age at the moment, but we'll get to that.
Oh,
because-
speaking of age.
No, first I wanted, you can really go first because it was a much more of a event-filled
Okay.
time,
Okay.
for you.
So-
So L.A.
Okay.
And you went around quite a bit. I mean, you went around the town quite a lot, right?
We got to visit a bunch of museums, went to a bunch of iconic places like, donut shops and chicken joints, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, and a bunch of places to just like explore. Santa Monica Pier.
Yeah, I know that. I saw that.
Yeah.
And you went on Ferris wheel, right?
Yep.
The fuck
It
out of
was
here.
freezing cold. It was literally like Moose's first merry-go-round.
Ferris wheel.
Ferris wheel. And it was like bone chilling. It was like 56 degrees or something like that. And I was on there shivering. So I'm like, I know he's cold, but I had him wrapped in one of those nice fleece
He looked fine.
blankets.
Yeah, he looked.
And
He
he
looked
was
fine.
enjoying it. He
Yeah.
was enjoying it.
I'd be vomiting.
It was going pretty slow. The thing that kind of caught me off guard is, they don't tell you that it's going to stop and that you're going to be stuck in the air while they let people off and on, and then it slowly.
Yeah.
Stuck up there.
But sometimes there's any kind of wind, you kind of like swing a little bit.
I'm
Is that
floating, I'm floating, I'm floating, bitch, I'm floating in the boat. Sorry, next time.
No, that's okay. I know how it is with you in music.
Yeah.
So if you had to pick not a family thing, but in terms of a place, whether it's a restaurant or a site, what was the highlight of that first LA?
Highlight probably would have been Universal Studios, because I've never been. And there was so much to do. That's where I got this custom socks hat. Shout out Lids at Universal Studios City Walk. Appreciate you. It only took 10 minutes, and it glows in the dark in the back. So if you see me at night, you still see repping Focus Energy
As you're running away.
as I'm running away, or as you trying to run up on me. I still see you. The force may be with you or me or whoever the force needs to be with. But you can't hide the light, baby. It glows in the dark. You know?
So, all right. So, that anything that you thought would be more than it was, any kind of a, I wouldn't call it a disappointment, but it was like
The train. The train.
Oh, you want to get to the train?
Get to the
Yo, let's
freaking
get through.
train.
Because I remember you told me, and I think we did it in a show. I said, "Man, what a great way to travel!"
Yeah.
And they have these cars that are like
Yeah.
clear, and you can
Yeah.
like see. And it was,
Yeah.
and even 40 hours seemed like a long ride
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
But then, what happened? Tell the people what happened.
Catastrophe is what the fuck happened. Simply to put it, catastrophe. It was supposed to be a 48-hour train ride. We did actually get a bunch of pictures. You can see how the terrains changed from like watery areas with a bunch of green to deserties and like the mixture of the both. So I got a lot of pictures, got a lot to see a lot of sights. But what they don't tell you is that the train that I was particularly on was one of the oldest ones in the rotation. So there's no Wi-Fi. There's no like Apple Pay. There's no like
Accommodations.
accommodations. There are no like new age accommodations on that one. It's pretty much like the same train that's been going for the last 100 years or whatever.
And it was like you took a local.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I feel, what the fuck? I mean, how many? It was like making stops, like a fucking subway.
Exactly.
Really?
Yeah,
I mean,
bunch of
a lot of stops, right?
whole bunch of stops. And one of the stops, like I think about 4 of them, because the train ended up being like 9+ hours delayed from the time it's supposed to get there. So we ended up from 48 hours, it actually turned to almost 60 hours. And a couple freight trains broke down on the track that we were utilizing. That motherfucker, we had to bypass that one. And then once you bypass that one, you got to stop and let the other traffic come through because they just go both ways, right? But they broke us down to one lane of traffic or one track to use for both ways.
It's almost like 3 days.
Yeah.
On the fucking train.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I would have had a problem.
I definitely had a problem. And I tried to upgrade to get to a sleeper cart, but they were sold out. So, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you were in like an upright thing that you could recline a bit.
Yeah, you can you can recline them about twice as much as you can the plane seats. You have about twice as much leg room as a plane seat. So
Okay.
it's a little bit more comfortable, but it's a fucking train. And you got to think about using the train for 60 hours and using that small toilet, just like on an airplane, that many times, however many times, 60 hours worth of.
That had to get ugly.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, had to be like, ooh,
They
right.
serviced them. They definitely serviced them, but yeah, not enough. And also, the food is terrible. It's literally, you should bring snacks if you're going to do a cross-country trip like that. A lot of snacks, like a lot of snacks. Like, I might have to zoom in on myself and say, a lot of snacks. Because all they have is the Costco microwavable foods. Microwavable hot hamburgers, microwavable chicken tenders, microwavable Jimmy Dean, microwavable sausage sandwiches. Like, that's it.
In a sense, I would have thought it's different, but then when you think about, planes,
Yeah.
where they used to serve meals,
Yeah.
and now I think they serve tissues. I don't. You get
sanitizer,
bullshit.
You
right?
get, you get like snacks,
You do.
crackers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
So they used, but I know trains did.
No,
They had good food.
They have a place where they actually were doing the dining, but you have to be in that front, like echelon of the train, like the sleeper carts and the other ones, to get access to that.
And you can't upgrade.
Yeah, I couldn't. It was sold out. Yeah, it was sold out. And then I tried to during. one
But
of the
now
stops-
it wasn't a racial thing.
I hope not. Hey, Amtrak, I'm watching you. When we got to like Albuquerque, we were over it. We were like, you know what? Because it was still another 20 hours to get to where we were going, 30 hours, and we're like, we could just get off in Albuquerque, Uber to the airport,
Right.
catch a one-way flight to Chicago. But they were like $700 one way from Albuquerque to Chicago, which is a 3-hour flight, not even. So we had to stay. Yeah. bummer.
All right, so
Once it's done.
and then you get to really, a place that you are from.
Heart of the city.
You went home.
Yeah, I was there. Call me Prince of the city. Acting like I don't care.
You all right?
Oh.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if something hurt you. So what? So that had to be like really cool.
Man, it was dope. I hadn't been home since last year, February, right before Corona, and it was literally negative outside. It was freezing cold, and so we didn't get to experience much of the city. We went there for the All-Star weekend, and then this time it was nice and lush green.
Oh yeah, because I know it was the weather was good.
The weather was perfect, mid 70s. Yeah, it was one of those, like, I was stoked. The only thing that I would say that hampered that trip, because everything was perfect, every single thing about that trip was perfect, was the location that I chose for the Airbnb.
Which you were telling me about before we started.
Yeah. The location that I chose for Airbnb, they had the description on there as Humboldt Park, which is close to downtown. It's like a 5-10 minute drive from downtown Chicago, and it's supposed to be really affluent and nice and up and coming. But where we actually were was about 5 to 6 blocks away from Humboldt Park. I was more closer to what we known as Washington Park in Chicago, and the neighborhood in which the Airbnb was, which the Airbnb was really nice, top of the line, like everything you could think of, 6 bedrooms, really, really nice, but the neighborhood was not so nice. And luckily, I'm used to it, and I understood that could be the case, but the people that I brought with me, i.e. my little baby and my brand new fiance, they're not necessarily from those type of places.
Oh
so
yeah.
To see people outside and slanging and doing things and hanging out on the corner and stuff like that, it was a little bit of a culture shock, but
Yeah.
it's all good. Nothing happened. It was no bad.
Well, I mean, Musa didn't give a shit.
Yeah, Musa didn't give a fuck. I was showing videos of your girlfriend. Look where you stayed the first night in Chicago. This is where you stayed.
But my God, but family,
Oh, my God.
right? And you have a really big family.
And I didn't get to see
really.
everybody.
Uh-huh.
I didn't even get to see a portion. Well, I got to see majority of my immediate family, like first cousins on my dad's side. I didn't get to see majority of them, and I didn't get to see anybody really on my mom's side at all.
How come?
Just timing. Like, you only got so much time to do certain things. If I would have stayed another month, I might have been able to accomplish that. Yeah, orchestrating and.
How many? Because my family, wouldn't even count. I could do it on one hand. But like, if you had how many people would you like include in family? I mean, broad, not like being.
Hundreds.
Right?
Hundreds, yeah. Hundreds. I don't even know if it's 100, 200, 300. It's hundreds. I just know. And then now at this age that I'm at, everybody's had kids.
Yeah.
That could be, we could be pushing 1,000.
Yeah, because no, you think about who may have left, the older people, but now the younger, they're multiplying down below.
100%.
Well, which is where you multiply from
Right.
anyway.
But I mean, you got to think too. It's a simple mathematics game. My grandmother was one of 13. She had
Yeah. Right.
She had 8 of her own.
Uh-huh.
And so like that dynamic on my mom's side alone is like, whoa.
Uh-huh.
And then on my dad's side, like my grandmother's like one of 6, and she had 6 of her own, 5 of her own. And so like that's just another boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, sure.
It's like
It's geometric.
Yeah, it's geometric.
But it was obviously good.
Great. Better than good.
Right? And I assumed Musa was a series.
He was a hit.
Oh
Yeah.
my God!
He
Yeah.
was a hit. Everybody loved him. He loved everybody.
I want to rent him.
You can rent him for the small price of $299,000 per minute.
All right. Maybe I'll just look at a photograph.
I'll send you an unlimited amount of those.
Well, cool. All right. So, and then that was Chicago.
Yeah.
And I assume going from Chicago back to LA wasn't nearly the ordeal.
No,
We
caught a first class plane.
You did not.
Yeah. Back.
You went first class?
Yeah.
Oh, you dog.
Yeah.
Did you really?
I swear. Yeah. It was nice. Unlimited drinks, unlimited access to whatever. They literally wait on you hand and foot. You got a lot more leg room. It's a total different experience than being on a train for 60 hours on a damn.
Well, that's it. Well, that, interesting, right? So it really is a wonderful juxtaposition.
Balance. It was a balancing act
Uh-huh.
of experiences.
Cool. And so it was back to L.A.
And it was cold as shit somehow when we got back to LA.
Uh-huh.
It was way colder in LA than it was in Chicago, and that was the first time I think I've ever experienced that.
Well, right? So where L.A. was colder
LA
than
was
Chicago.
about 60s, and then Chicago at that time was like 80, 85,
Uh-huh.
which was weird. So weird. Like, I need a geologist or geometric, what are the people that do the weather?
Meteorologist.
Meteorologist to tell me something about that. Maybe it was like some type of breeze coming in off of the Pacific Ocean, hitting with the left twist with the thing, and getting twisted in with the north air coming down from Canada. I need to know what the fuck that was about.
Yeah, and that happens a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. So don't feel bad about it. But then, which was very much by surprise, because I was just not that I would have been. Oh wow, okay. And then you went to San Francisco
San Francisco.
for what, like a day and a half?
We got there on a Sunday.
So Sunday, Monday, and then I think you left Tuesday.
Yeah, we left Tuesday morning at 11.
Uh huh.
Yeah, so we spent one night there. No, so we left Sunday.
2 nights, Sunday night, Monday night.
Yeah, Sunday night, Monday night. Yeah.
Had you been to San Francisco?
No,
Had
we
you-
left Chicago Sunday, got to LA Sunday night, stayed in LA a night, and then went to San Francisco that morning, early that morning, stayed a whole day, and then spent the
And
night.
then, oh, okay. Had you ever been to San Francisco before?
I had never been.
Oh,
And it was even colder in San Francisco.
oh
than
no,
it was in LA.
San Francisco.
But it's beautiful.
Oh man.
Architecture.
No,
the hills.
Yeah, in one of my other lives, a business partner lived in San Francisco, and I visit his. And he had one of those brownstones.
But the cost. Oh my God, the real estate.
No, San Francisco is on like another planet.
What?
And because of the who's it's whatever they're called, the Googles, the
Oh, yeah.
oh my God,
I saw Facebook there, Instagram.
oh no, years. I mean, for years, they just
Yeah.
basically they bought out San Francisco,
Yeah. Okay.
high tech,
Yeah.
but it's a very like cafe
Oh, yeah.
restaurant. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a night kind of a place. Incredible restaurants. I mean, great food. Like a night society. It's a wonderful. I really liked it.
I love it
for
there.
for a city, but
I gotta
you
go
know.
back. I gotta go back and spend some time there.
Uh-huh.
All I got to see was a couple like San Francisco Bridge. Got this place like that looks out to the water. You can kind of see the bridge to your left, and you can see the jail Alcatraz.
Oh, Alcatraz.
Alcatraz. They got like a really famous chocolate store there.
Yeah,
And
tourist shit.
I
But-
had a little Range Rover Land Cruiser that I was driving around in, and going up the hills is like funny. Like, whoa, do you come down? It's like, whoa. I was trying to take pictures while I'm driving. I would suggest that to anybody.
Did you go on the winding one that was a Steve McQueen movie? What was it called? It wasn't Bullet.
Oh, you don't see it?
It's okay. Anyhow, so and then back.
And then,
Back
I'm back.
and all in a variety of different loose ends of business waiting to be taken care of.
yep. I got a lot of work.
your
I'm still trying to
empire.
catch up. I'm still trying to catch up, man.
Uh-huh.
It's a whole lot of stuff, but I wanted it. I needed it. I was trying
Well,
to
it's
stay busy.
it's your thing of Foster, and Forster.
Foster,
Excuse me,
Foster.
can I speak to Forster just a moment? I'll get him.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We're empire building over here, baby.
Uh huh.
Generational wealth, trying to create for my future self and families and everybody that is close to me. You're going to be wealthy as well. He's already wealthy. He has more experiences than all of you.
Yeah, but okay. If you could put experience in the bank,
The bank wouldn't be big enough to hold it.
No. Oh my God! Well, I'd be driving some. Oh, I would have a motor. Oh, what a bike and a. Whew, I have a fleet of cars.
Like Jay Leno wouldn't have nothing on you.
No. Well, he'd have a chin.
That's a good one.
I thank you. But no, actually, I wouldn't. If I did, I think if I actually, if we get into, maybe these hypotheticals. If I had a lot of money, I would immediately get into philanthropy.
There you go.
Absolutely immediately. I wouldn't even be remotely concerned about having more than, I'll make up a number, $1.5 million.
I'm at that point. I'm at that point where I gotta do that as well too.
Well, no,
I'm
you got to bet because
giving
you're
it away
gonna,
for free.
if you don't get $1 million in a year, you're gonna cut your ear off.
No, it's not my ear. It's something else.
Oh God, Jesus Christ, make money, man. Because it'll be all of a sudden I'll see it's like, hi, Larry.
No, I'm not gonna tell nobody what I bet myself. That's the scheme of things, Keep it.
Yeah, no, it's way cool. Well, nice, man.
Hell yeah. What about you, man? What have you been doing since I've been gone, man?
Nothing really. I'm okay.
Are you sure? Is there anything?
Well, yesterday was my birthday. Thank you.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you very much. I'm older than I was.
37.
A little less, 235. And I love my birthday. Always have.
What did you do for your birthday?
I'm glad you asked. Of course, ever since I started doing my writing thing, which is now maybe around 10 years, when my birthday came around, it's like if you're somebody who writes, I happen to do that. It's like I don't know how you could have like a birthday and not write about it. I suppose you could if you were like a fiction writer and I'm writing about the Wild Wild West and Hickok and Butch Cassidy and all that. And it was my birthday. I would just keep writing, but that I don't write that way. So I always would make it a point of writing about my birthday, and I always have enjoyed my birthday.
Okay.
And it wasn't like, oh, I got to have a party, or I'm always in a good mood. I always feel incredibly lucky to have been gifted the life that I have. I do not, I don't take it for granted. It's just such a privilege to be breathing. I decided I was gonna write about it, which I did, and I actually I posted it this morning. And it kind of hit me maybe like a week ago. I was on my stationary bike and I'm listening to music. And to me, music has a lot of memories for a lot of it, right? I mean, this song, and one of them in particular was a song by Bruce Hornsby, "Just the Way It Is." The way it is. That's just the way it is. It's a really great. Anyhow, it was one of the pieces of music I had with me when I drove from New York to Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Wow.
I left the city. It was a gigantic move, and I was gifted a bunch of CDs. I had a Ghetto Blaster, in the front seat of my Dodge Colt. I don't even know if you know what the fuck. It's a fucking roller skate, man.
Man.
It had a moonroof. Okay. I had the Ghetto Blaster. I had my CDs. I had earphones, which I never had before. A New York Yankee baseball hat, right? That I kept. I must have kept that hat. It ended up with like paint on it. I lost it it fell off when I was on a boat in Belize.
Damn.
It blew off my head. I had a few. Anyway, but that was his first album was really terrific. So it got me. I'm on my bike, looking out at a beautiful view of the island. I had the thoughts about my trip, and then my birthday coming up. And it was really nice, and I kind of get into the birthday groove. I don't go around telling people. It's nothing. It's a very internal,
intimate, personal.
Yeah, and it's very rich for me. And then I decided, which I know I did mention it to you, that in that 18 plus years that I've been here, I think I've been in the ocean maybe maybe a dozen times, which is like.
Not enough.
That's like nothing over that period. And I thought, Jesus, what the hell am I? I came here because of the ocean, right? It's an island in the Pacific.
Right.
so I think, all right, and I didn't do the birthday link at that point because it was before. Go to Amazon, I get goggles, swim trunks, and a silicone bathing cap. Okay, I told you about. So and I'm waiting for him to come, but then I'm realizing, oh shit, my birthday is like going to be right around this time. So all right, I'm going to wait, and I'm going to go in the ocean for the first time on my birthday.
Okay.
All right. So the stuff arrives. I didn't care about the goggles, and the trunks fit. No, that was fine. I never had a bathing cap, and the silicone thing is very thick. It's very thick material, right?
It is.
So I tried putting it on my fucking head, and it was like my hair was exploding from under this prophylactic, it's what it felt like. I had a bag on my head,
Right.
and it was a really small one. I'm losing blood to my brain, and I thought, what the fuck am I doing? I can't wear a. First of all, to think about even me going in the ocean, and there's a ceremony for me. I love ceremony. My birthday, going back in the water, and there's something sort of baptismal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I bet you that
The water over my head. It's like, what? I don't want a fucking cap on my head.
Yeah. What'd you say? You said it's like putting the condom on an elephant.
Oh no. Yeah, actually, I wrote it and I took it out of the story, not because I thought it was. I don't care about language or anything in my writing, but But anyway, so I did that, and my birthday was yesterday, right? So I figured, okay, went to work, called my hair cutter, because I needed to know exactly what the protocols are for going in salt water with, you know what I mean, with this hair from God. So she said, oh, here's what you do. Before you go in, you dump fresh water on your head, which is interesting. And the reason why you do it, which is kind of interesting when you do that, because when you go into the ocean with wet hair, the salt doesn't grab at the dry hair quite the same way, right? So, oh, that's kind of... So anyhow, you water over the head, and then when you get out of the water, water over the head.
Yeah.
Okay. And then when you get home, conditioner.
Okay.
Know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Right?
Hey.
But
So lose no glow.
No, But anyway, I'm like I'm a comedy of errors when it would. It's like it'd be like watching I'm a modern Charlie Chaplin when it comes to watching me do shit. So I parked over where I told you, Kalapaki, the north end, and of course I had my shirt on and stuff, and I poured water over my head. I soaked my fucking shirt. What the fuck? And then I'm laughing. I say, you moron. Then I put it in, and then I walked down to the water, put on the goggles, dropped my towel, and I bought cheap slippers because I ain't wearing I forget what they're called, the really good ones that I have.
Roller cars?
Yeah, those guys. I ain't the fucking that shit. I'm gonna ruin those. But it was wonderful. I had a wonderful. It was just wonderful going in. I got a lot of work to do on my swimming. But I was a decent swimmer. I mean, I wasn't afraid or anything, and it was really nice. And the best part of that experience was, you go on your back, and the water covers your ears. Silence, and all you hear is your breath, but not in a concerned way.
Right.
It's like just. Your head is filled.
You're in tune.
Right, it's filled with your breath, and and like the sky was in my eyes,
Nice.
right? So it
What
was
time of the day was it?
about 4:30.
Okay. So it wasn't too hot. It wasn't
No, it was not too hot, not too just right. So and being a very, very neurotic creature of habit, that's the shtick going forward. So it'll probably be something.
Saturdays, 4 o'clock.
I'm thinking, 4-ish will be the time, and it'll probably be like Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday.
You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to get your autograph. Make sure you're down by Kalapaki Bay. Mr. Feinstein will be there. Only 30 minutes of signing books and autographs.
Yeah.
And boobs.
So it was really wonderful. It was such a wonderful experience, and it was such a terrific. Birthday gift.
Nice.
Yes, and then last night I spent it with my lady, and it was quite sweet. And then today it was a great ride. That's Justin, who you can't see, who
Oh, yeah.
he just waved to, which is
I chuck the deuces.
Wait.
It's different between waving and chucking the deuces. Two different things, but it's acknowledging. Both are acknowledging that someone's there. I didn't wave.
so. When I went, if I go like that,
Batting your eyes. Oh my goodness, he said hi to me.
it's Justin. So what is it? What was it? What is this?
I chucked up the deuces.
You
know?
chucked
chucked up the deuces.
chucked up the deuces.
Yeah.
And it's like this, kind of.
Yep.
No, that's
way,
it. Like,
that way, that
oh,
way.
oh, it can be either.
Either way.
Uh-huh.
Deuces.
But angle though, it can't. Not like this.
Yeah, this is, what would you
That that's probably not. That's probably like, hey, did you give me the finger?
Peace, brother.
Yeah. Oh no. So you chuck. By the way, just he's incredibly modest. Justin is the brewer at the beer company.
Yeah.
This guy makes the most incredible beer known to mankind.
He makes a lot of it.
And he's a really gifted brewer.
Yeah.
It's not a commercial. He's incredibly modest.
Yeah.
A fabulous brewer.
Shout out Beer Co.
And he interrupted the fucking show. So thanks a lot. Get the hell out of here.
It was actually perfect. It's like a segue to wrap it up.
Yeah, I think yeah. It's
been- it's been about enough.
it's pretty long. Yeah. So
It's been a while.
welcome back.
Glad
Right.
to be back, young grasshopper.
Yeah. Right.
May the force be with you. Oh, you know the old kung fu movies?
Yeah.
Voices wouldn't keep up with the.
Oh, they were
Yes.
synced, really badly. Anyhow, so we're back, geez, I tell you, man, I'm telling you, I've been around the broadcast business for like a really long time. You're just not going to find this shit anywhere else. I swear to God, it's really,
Swear to God.
it's so unusual.
Forget about it.
That too. It's really, it's great. It's just absolutely terrific. And aren't you lucky that you get to watch it?
F and
Ow!
F, baby.
That's it. All right. So we should go, right? And then we can.
Man,
Then
I
we
could do
can.
this all day. but yeah,
Then we can finish our. We can finish our margaritas. They're off camera, because you're not allowed to drink on YouTube.
Oh, that's probably.
No, you can go.
Unless
My
you-
God, you can do any. Oh my jeez,
Yeah,
there are so
YouTube
many
is-
morons on YouTube. Believe me,
YouTube
drinking
is-
is the least of the.
You ever see Jackass?
Oh yeah.
That's how they made their stand on YouTube, the MTV. All right,
Gotta go.
Appreciate you guys for watching us. Thank you for liking and sharing and sending this to as many people as you got and that you know. Every week we're going to be here, same time, same station.
Peace
And
and
love.
love. God bless.
Yes, sir. All right, let's go.